Good morning, Year 3-4, and welcome to your second reading lesson of the week. Yesterday, you were introduced to our new book, A Splash of Red, The Life and Art of Horace Pippin, and we predicted what might happen in the book. So now we've done a prediction and we've thought about the front cover and what it might suggest could happen in the book, we're going to read our first few pages of our book. We're going to read these pages and I want you to all be reading along. If I was to say pause the video and read the next word, everyone should be able to read the next word to me so they know where they are in the book. If you read it along with me, you will understand what you will take in what the book is telling you. You will understand it more. Rather than just listening to my voice, you need to read along with me. Make sure we're stopping at punctuation, make sure we're taking breaths, and making sure we're reading with expression and fluency. Let's sound out those words that we might find tricky. Okay, A Splash of Red, The Life and Art of Horace Pippin. The colours are simple, such as brown, amber, yellow, black, white and green. So those are the simple colours. Can you see them all here? I can see brown, I can see amber or yellow. I can see black, I can see black going all the way to white through the greys. You can see green as well. On February the 22nd, 1888, the town of Westchester, Pennsylvania, celebrated a holiday. That day, in that same town, Daniel and Christine Pippin celebrated the birth of their son, Horace. Horace grew fast, so fast that his mother could barely keep up with the mending. "He'll be a giant someday," the neighbours would say. Grandma Pippin smiled at Horace's long legs and big hands. She figured the neighbours were right. Grandma's hands were big, too, rough and scarred from her slave days in Virginia. But they were just fine for giving Horace hugs. "The biggest part of you," she told him, "is inside, where no one can see." So you can see a picture of where they might have used to live. So if we go back, here's a picture of Grandma hugging Horace. When Horace was 3 years old, the Pippins moved to Goshen, New York. As the family grew larger, everyone helped out. Horace put his big hands to work. He fetched flour for his mother. He sorted laundry with his sisters. He played with his big brother. He held the horse while the driver delivered milk. And here you can see he was holding the horse while the driver's delivering milk. And there's in those windows are all the sort of things Horace would do to help out. At night, he piled wood for the stove and arranged dominoes so his grandmother could play. Then, if he could find a scrap of paper and a piece of charcoal, he drew pictures of what he'd seen that day. Horace loved to draw. He loved the feel of the charcoal as it slid across the floor. He loved looking at something in the room and making it come alive again in front of him. He loved thinking about a friend or a pet, then drawing them from the picture in his mind. And here you can see Horace drawing all his pictures with his charcoal. At school, he sat quietly at his desk, but his big hands were always busy. "Make a picture for us, Horace," his classmates said, and Horace did. His pictures made people happy, except when he made some next to his spelling list. That made the teacher mad. And here you can see lots of pictures in his spelling list, and you can see all his different spellings. But Horace couldn't stop drawing. Okay, we're going to stop reading there today. And we've started our book, and as you can see, there's lots of pictures that go alongside our reading. And those pictures are also going to help us understand the story even more. Now, I'd like you to go over to your guided reading session today, and you're going to do a bit of skimming and scanning from the pages we have just read, and then we're going to use those pages to answer some questions from on the text. Good luck.